Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Advanced Wars by Web replay. Spawn on the north side as the orange star Hawke, we've got VoltSwitch. Spawn on the south side as the Cobalt Ice Sasha, we've got IntrepidRBF. Sasha is of course known for market crash to deny powers and superpowers, and Hawke is known for having a very large power and superpower. So we're probably not going to see many Black Storms this game, if any. We're probably going to see once Hawke has capabilities, he's going to pop Black Wave, because that's his only real chance of actually using his power. He's not going to get a superpower this turn. If he does, then Sasha may have made a mistake. Or maybe not. Of course, he does provide his passive 10% off attack and firepower globally, which is very important. Very helpful for our day-to-day passes. This game's going to be more resolved around day-to-day passes. But a good counterpart is Sasha getting plus 10% funds from her properties, which will play a different, as well as pay a different. So let's get started. This is a 3-base map with 1 airport. You got both players do start with a recon on an island that's 1 HP, ready to spot some stuff. And with a bit of play, you can go move the recon around and just get some good spotting. Additionally, both players do start with a lander on the map, which it will provide a bit of transportation for the single base here. So if you go to base skip, it's probably going to be that base there. For now, both players are keeping their black boats on top of their HQs, not displacing them just yet. Got another recon deployed by Sasha, as well as a tank. And this time, Hawke goes for a tank, has another assets really in the field. I'll just go for a recon over here as well. Oh, Hawke also has a recon here, which does not get spotted there. Just barely seeing out of vision range, so able to strike maybe this healthy infantry unit there. Decides to strike the healthy infantry unit right there. Tank being kept in the back line, ready to counterattack for this tank if it pushes too far forward. You can count a number of spaces where a tank may come out from this base here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So anything along this diagonal will have a possible tank there. So Sasha may just want to assume the tank is on one of those 3 tiles, pretty much at all times. And Sasha's sending more tanks to the center. Does interrupt the capture there, very nice. Another tank bottom on the flank, and another pair of infantry units there. Strike that infantry unit there, as well as a tank, but it is in range of this tank. This tank cannot provide coverage, it went too far forward. And not only that, this tank could get double tapped, be picked off. Recon falls back, gets hit there and there. Nice easy pick there, and to take down and repair one of these assets with the black boat. I would say it's probably a good idea to take time and repair that tank up to 9 health. And then at the start of the next one, you can start repair it up again to be at full health. Decides not to do that, goes for the tank, and infantry. Howdy. Right now, Sasha does have 18,700 funds or income to do versus 6,000. Oh, and good night. Get some good rest. Enjoy. Tank will strike tank there. Market crash is available. It will likely. It's just Advanced Wars if you ever played Advanced Wars. Tank, and infantry. Good shot there. We'll go ahead and finish off the tank. Another battlecopter deployed in field, or the first battlecopter I should say. Tank and infantry. Right now she's up to 19,800 health funds versus 19,000, 20,000 now. And Sasha does have a comm tower, while Hawke is capturing the comm tower now. Oh, see ya. Does strike that infantry unit down there. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. It does take time to repair that tank on the front line. Does strike the infantry unit on the comm tower. And here, tank does strike the pipe seam and hits the infantry. We'll probably knock it out there. Yep. Not popping market crash just yet. Gonna let some extra power charges be generated, then crash it. Tank will strike tank there. Tank will follow up with another good shot there. Got another tank, two more tanks in reserve. This tank is starting to push way forward. It's best for Sasha to charge it up as much market crash as possible. As her market crash is so cheap, you can get quite a bit of a chain of them. And does spot the recon there, does finish off. Hawke's recon sound south is still here, able to spot the airport. Can't spot that base just yet, so just getting on top of his force there will do. And here, battlecopter infantry. Does strike that infantry unit there. Gets some good shots there, takes out that tank there. This one will also likely be knocked out as well. Likely we'll see a market crash by the end of the turn. And there is a market crash. Does not wipe out the entire power charge, just got full value from it. Goes for a full Neo tank and then pair infantry units. Drops the capture there, and then use the tank to strike the tank. He does manage to capture his comm tower down south. And Sasha, oh wait, no, he actually managed to flip the comm tower down south. Sasha is trying to capture that comm tower. And here, battlecopter, infantry. That was pop the marker crash there. Infantry, battlecopter, tank, artillery. Right now she's at 24,200 income versus 21,000. Make that 22,000. So right now they have equal number of properties. Some good hits there. This Neo tank is starting to push its way forward. A couple despicable neutral properties in the center of the map. Recon does rotate around there in a good spotting position. Those are still playing some cat and mouse down there. You effectively need two infantry units there to lock down that recon. Does get spotted, but we'll use a battlecopter to take it out. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, oh well, it just made the next turn sort of going by a little bit too quick. My apologies. Battlecopter strike the Neo tank for good damage. Black Wave is possible relatively soon. Marker crash is still not available. And Hawke goes for a bomber. infantry. And we'll probably base skip this turn unless he merges some infantry units together. It does base skip, decides to base skip this one rather than this one. Black White's not available, but it will be soon be no longer available. Does pop the power there. Infantry, battlecopter, infantry, anti-air. Excuse me when I open up my drink. A good line of infantry in the center, but Sasha does have more income at the moment, and there's still some despicable neutral properties in the map. 23,000 versus 25,300. You can sort of advance, rotate around. Another artillery, infantry, battlecopter, and infantry. Hawke's turn. Good number of anti-airs on the field to stop the bomber. Neo-tank artillery infantry. Does strike the pipe scene there. Could hit the pipe scene a little bit more with the neo-tank. One anti-air is in range of the bomber, so you could try knocking that out. Does spot both anti-airs, so if Hawkman takes out both the anti-airs, and the bomber can have some free rain over there, as well as deliver some free steel rain. Quite a self-control. I don't think the artillery unit can take time and stay right there and fire from the pipes and mainly get on top of the forest there. Bomber, infantry, infantry, infantry. Decides to strike the infantry unit there, not the battlecopter. And here strikes the battlecopter. Get some good picks there. Bomber does strike the anti-air and decides to use the launch black wave. Nice bit of global damage as well as slight global healing. Now the black bolt's at 2 health. Dun dun dun. I think it's loaded in the black boat, not black boat, into the lander. Anti-air infantry. Sasha did have a bit of repairs, particularly on the black bomber. Artillery does strike the anti-air, and Neo-Tank strikes tank. The Neo-Tank, however, did not advance away from the bomber, so that could be a pretty juicy target next turn. Strikes the anti-air. All she needs to do is spot the Neo-Tank, which should theoretically be possible. Have the anti-air or battlecopter strike the infantry unit there, let the anti-air or the battlecopter strike the battlecopter from right here. Then have the bomber go into the city and knock out the Neo-Tank. We'll strike the infantry unit there. We'll strike that infantry unit there. We'll not take out the Neo-Tank, I guess. We do have a war bonds available, but we'll likely not see it. It only provides you refund upon doing damage, which that maybe only really feasible in high funds games. I doubt we're going to see a war bonds. Hawke does go for the Neo-Tank, infantry. If she is ever going to get a massive engagement, yes, war bonds does have a purpose if you get a massive engagement in order to get a lot of salvage, but that's never really the case, is it? lots of hits up there. Does activate Market Crash, which does drain the power charging entirely. Bomber is in that top of the forest, which could be shot up by the anti-air. Hawke is lacking a lot of stuff here, but what stuff he does have is incredibly powerful. New tank takes out anti-air. Gets in the that unit there. Does spot the bomber. Bomber took a severe hit there. As well, air units cannot hide on forests. Battlecopter recon infantry. And another anti-air up north. Artillery does strike the anti-air. The bomber, it's basically dead weight at this point in time. So if Hawke's bomb does take a strike there, he can at least recover with a little bit of health, but not likely. Market Crash in the near future. Does pop a Market Crash. It does not fully wipe the bar, but it's not like Hawke's going to get that good recovery of power charge, since he already took out multiple high value assets last turn. You have 136,000 in the field versus 110, so Hawke's about a turn behind the moment. But north, he has greatly stabilized. In fact, he's lacking number of assets, but he has, well, like I said before, a good powerful assets. Does strike the anti-air a little bit. Battlecopter anti-air, infantry, and recon up north. Artillery does go striking the tank and does finish it off. Sasha has spotted another bomber, which will keep nearby the other bomber to get it a little bit of health replenishment, as well as some fuel and all that sort. Quickly after a black wave. As a black wave will put it down to 9 health, the 2 health one will be down to 1 health. Oh, it does get repaired by the black boat. Good strikes there. Did not spot anything. He just charged with the Neo tank without shooting anything. Little did Hawke know that he just parked right next to a bomber, which he still does not see. Neo tank infantry recon. Artillery will strike the anti-air, and anti-air will strike the battlecopter. The black boat can repair that tank and bomb up to 4 health before it moves away. Neo tank does go down, and now we do have another Market Crash. Gets an anti-air there, and battlecopter there. Goes for medium tank down south, infantry artillery. Takes out the wounded anti-air. Good shots there. Hawke maybe will flip a property and then start making his way towards that comm tower. Anti-air, tank, and anti-air. Recon does get struck and will get a machine gun down. Another Market Crash available. Medium sized throw shot into that pipe scene. It's down to 34 health. And interrupts that capture there, but it is in range of artillery piece. Market Crash there. And recon or infantry unit does spot the artillery. Artillery strikes the tank, and ATR will finish off. Recon will take out the infantry unit there. Recon hits the infantry unit there, and the wounded infantry unit will go to capture. Up north, looks like Hawke has no contest. Wounded bomber does strike infantry unit there. tank, battlecopter, infantry. Here does go down. And looks like Hawke is starting to disintegrate on the right flank. Does have a Neo tank somewhat close by. But looks like Sasha's starting to clean up the center of the map. There's another bomber, infantry, medium tank. Or no, that medium just took out the pipe seam. So bomber, infantry. Enter of 164,000. Hawke right now is 125. We'll flip that one city. And here we'll take out the battlecopter. Neo strikes out in recon. The artillery gets its free choice of one of those assets. And looks like Hawke does go for a fighter for air superiority. So there's a lot of interiors in the field. Battlecopter recon, infantry recon. And so she still has 77,200 in left in the bank. It's her 170,000 versus 133. Black Wave has been summoned once again. Gets nice 1 global damage, greatly even out on the field. Lots of good hits there. Fighter hitting us up. Battlecopter, recon, tank. Bomber strikes Neo tank. Lots of stuff going down the flank as well. Hawke is taking quite a bit of losses. Anti-air, tank, battlecopter, infantry. Sasha does end the turn of 155. Hawke starts turn of 120. Bomber does go down. Fighter will strike bombers there as well. Your tank strikes some medium tank. We have more bombs available. There's a lot of stuff in front of her. She gets 50% salvage for each one. And there's, of course, the Neo tank and fighter in front of her. But the problem is, I don't think there's any real way for to knock both of them out. No anti-air to range the fighter, so that's not a possibility. Neo tank could be struck by the bomber, but that's only at 4 health. And artillery's out of range as well. So yeah, war bombs does not seem to be a good idea. Like most times it isn't. And Sasha right now is 87,000 in the field versus 139. She took some severe losses last turn. Gets a lot of picks there on these lighter units. She also has 30,000 funds in the bank. Pops a more crusher to completely denies Hawke's power. Of course, she has plenty of power charge there for another market crash. Her market crash is almost getting the same cost as a Black Wave. Good hits there. Neo tank will strike the regular tank there. Will be raise the artillery piece. Just needs and is scouted. Battlecopter could strike the artillery piece down there. Tank, battlecopter, infantry. Tank will strike the tank there. ATR gets struck as well. Tank does finish it off. I did not see her going for a mega tank last turn. I must have got confused with a medium tank. Because at a brief glance, it does sort of look similar. Tank, T-copter, infantry, anti-air. So mega tanks in the field. Bombers are one of the best assets against mega tanks because they can actually do firepower and not be retaliated upon. Does get that infantry in there. Battlecopter will strike that infantry in there. ATR will take up the bomber. Lots of good hits there. Another mark crash is almost available. Probably won't see a black wave this turn. And Hawke now making a threat for the comm tower, as was another property. Mega Tank takes out the Neo Tank. What's left of it? War Bonds is available. Does go ahead and pop the market crash there. Does not deny all of Hawke's power charge. 50,000 versus 63. Good kills there. Tank will strike anti-air. Battlecopter will strike it. That unit does go down. Battlecopter does get a point of damage on that Mega Tank. Infantry, bomber. A lot of units range that anti-air. This tank here could retaliate upon it. Good hits there with the anti-air. And a lot of stuff in front of it. He could sack the rest of the ammo of that Mega Tank with the recons, but for not really a good purpose there. Medium tank infantry. Tank will strike tank, or tank will strike anti-air. That anti-air will fall back at 5 health, but really still ward away battlecoppers. We're probably going to see a mark crash next turn. We've got tank, battlecopter, recon. Fighter takes out the battlecopter. Mega Tank takes out the tank. That Mega Tank only has 1 ammo remaining, so if Hawke wants to pin down that Mega Tank, you can let it waste its ammo on other assets. That Mega Tank, I think it's in range of this bomber, isn't it? If you can somehow squeeze out power, that'll go a long way and help hitting that Mega Tank as well. But then again, there's just got a mark crash there. Next mark crash costs 54,000, it's supposed to 63. Artillery, anti-air, mech. They can strike infantry in there. And the fighter can strike the fighter. Bomber can strike the Mega Tank. Lots of good kills there. Does use the anti-air to soften the fighter first, then send the fighter in. That's definitely a good call. Fighter's getting a little bit low on fuel. Mega Tank gets bombed for a decent amount of damage. This black boat's also at 1% health, so any of these tanks can charge forward and take it down. Battlecopter, tank. Hawke ends her 159,000. Sasha starts turn 92 plus a day-to-day. She's falling pretty far behind. Good shot there at the bomber. And does go hit the resign button. This angry and saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.